Good morning, second graders. I apologize for the big sun glare behind me, but it's a beautiful day outside right now, and the sun is shining, so it's a little bit bright. But my hope is that you can still see my board, and that's the important part. All right. Yesterday and the day before, we talked about how you could use base 10 blocks to solve addition and subtraction problems. And today we're going to keep talking about base 10 blocks, but we're going to talk about something that's a little bit harder. So yesterday we did subtraction, but all the numbers were nice and easy. So when I say that, I mean I never have my eraser nearby. When I say nice and easy, we did subtraction problems yesterday where our bigger number came first. But both of the numbers in the bigger number, the number in the tens place and the number in the ones place, were bigger than our other number. And that made solving the problem easy or easier. But sometimes in subtraction problems, you have to borrow. So let's talk about that. I'm going to make a subtraction sentence or a subtraction problem, and we're going to build or figure out how we can use base 10 blocks to answer it. So I want to know what 23 minus 14 equals. All right, so the first thing is, remember when I'm using base 10 blocks in a subtraction problem, I don't have to build both numbers like I do in an addition problem. I just have to build the first bigger number. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build the number 23 using base 10 blocks. Now remember, this 2 tells me how many groups of 10 I have. So I have 2 groups of 10 and I have 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I've built 23. Now I want to take away 14. But there's something going on with this problem that's not going to make that as easy as it was yesterday. Do you notice what's happening? I want to take away 14. So if I take away one group of 10, but I don't have 4 ones to take away. My number in my ones place here is bigger than my number in the ones place here, so I have to do something called borrowing. And I like to think of borrowing like you're cooking and you don't have enough of something, so you have to go next door and ask your neighbor. So that's the same thing. My ones, they don't have enough ones, so they need to go next door to their friend 10 and say, hey, can I have some of your ones? And 10 says, sure. So you trade in or break apart this 10. So you still have to count this as 23. But instead of it being in a stick or a group, I'm going to break it apart into ones. So I'm going to have 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this became this. Okay, so if I count it up, all this should still equal my first number. So let's count. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Does it equal this number? All right, so now that I've done that, now I can take away my 14. So I'm going to take my one group of 10 and 4 ones. And then to figure out the answer, I will count it all up. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my answer to 23 minus 14 is 9. All right, let's do another one. I'm looking around for my eraser and I don't see it anywhere, so I'm just going to keep using my hands. All right, so we're going to do one more, but this time I'm going to show you what it's going to look like when you're drawing it. Because sometimes you don't have base 10 blocks, and so when you're showing your work, you're not going to be able to do it like that. All right, so this time I want to know what 22 minus 17 is? All right, so this is one that I'd like for you to do with me. So if you have your paper and pencil out, I want you at the top of your paper to write 22 minus 17. All right, so remember, the first thing that we need to do is build our big number, 22. So we want to make our work look nice and neat. We want our 10s to be the same size because they're equal to the same. And we want our 1s to look really nice too. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw 2 sticks to show the 2. So I'm going to do 1, 2. I have my 20, and now I have 2 cubes. 1, 2. All right, you'll notice that we are running into the same problem that we did before. We want to take away 17, but we don't have 7 1s to take away. So we have to go next door. We have to knock, say, excuse me, 10, can you give me some 1s? And so the way that we're going to show this, just like we crossed off what we didn't need yesterday, you're going to cross off this 10, but then you need to remember to still put the 1s that it's giving. So I'm crossing off this 10, I'm borrowing. I'm crossing off that 10, but then I need to break it apart and show that I've broken it apart. So I'm going to draw 10 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this became this. And now that that has happened, I can take away my 17. So I'm going to cross off my other group of 10. And now I'm going to cross off 7 of my cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I had 22. I've taken away 17, and I'm going to count what's left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my answer to 22 minus 17 equals 5. All right. We're going to do one more together on the board like this, and then you're going to do 2 all by yourself. So I want you to draw a line on your paper to separate what you just did from what you're going to do now. All right, this next one, I want to know what 31 minus 18 is. Okay, so remember, the first thing I need to do is build my bigger number, which is 31. So I need 3 sticks, 10, 20, 30. All right, now I need 1 cube to show that 1 in the 1's place. All right, I did it. But here we are. We've run into this problem again. I have 31 and I want to take away 18, but I don't have 8 in the 1's place to take away. So here I go again. I got to go to my neighbor. Say, excuse me, I need to borrow some 1s from you. And he says, sure, I'll give you some 1s. And so he turns in to 10 1s. So I cross off my 10 because he's not a group anymore. He's 10 cubes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now that I've done that, I've gone next door, I've borrowed, I've drawn what he looks like when he's not a group anymore and he's broken apart, and now I can take away my 18. So I'm first going to cross off my 1 group of 10, and now I'm going to cross off 8 of my cubes that I drew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then I need to remember to count both the 10s that I have left and the 1s that I have left. So my answer is 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so on your paper, I want you to practice 2 by yourself of borrowing a group of 10 when you don't have enough 1s to take away. All right, so the two that you're going to do on your paper, I'd write them down, is I want to know what 21 minus 12 is. And I also want to know what 43 minus 35 is. Okay? Now when you're done with this, I would like you to, for your choice board, just do this problem A. Okay, it's an addition problem. I'll read it to you. It says Molly's dress has 9 large polka dots. Her sister's dress has 23 small polka dots. How many polka dots do they have on their dresses all together? So down here, I want you to show me how you would use base 10 blocks to solve this problem. Okay, that is your choice board choice for the day. And when you're done with this and done solving these two problems on your own, you are done for math for the day. I hope this is making sense. I've always liked base 10 blocks because it lets me see numbers in a different way. And I think for some of us, being able to see what a number looks like in something tangible or something that you can hold like this is helpful. Okay, I will see you tomorrow.